everybody, it's Stephen and Frederick, and this is How I Cook. We have another guest this week for our Christmas edition, and it's Molly from Phoenixville, PA.
Hi.
Molly just turned 12, and she's visiting us for the weekend, and we're having a great time, and she agreed to help me with this week's recipe.
Yep, I did.
So this is a good recipe that you can use for Christmas morning.
Nice, nice.
You can make it the night ahead,
Mm-hmm.
and then put it in the oven Christmas Day.
Nice.
Do you and your family have something that you have every Christmas morning?
We usually do like cinnamon buns in the morning, and then like my parents get the like sugar cokes, like the original kind of cokes.
Ooh, that sounds like a really good breakfast. Cinnamon buns and full octane Coke. Well, hopefully this will be equally as good. So I'm sure most of you have made or eaten French toast casserole. We're going to kick it up a little. This is going to be a stuffed French toast casserole with cinnamon apple cream cheese filling. Doesn't it sound good?
Yeah, it sounds really good.
Thanks. So we're going to start with 7 eggs. We broke 7 eggs here. Can you put them in there?
Yeah.
Thank you. And then 2 cups of milk. Can you put that in?
Yeah.
And I'm using 1% milk. You can use skim, 2%, whole milk, whatever you want. Do you want to start mixing that up?
Yeah.
What we're doing is we're creating a custard. And then the custard is going to go over the bread. It will soak overnight and then bake tomorrow. It'll be great. Yeah. Crush those yolks. While Molly's doing that, I'm going to put a tablespoon of vanilla in. And then 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. I think it's very Christmassy, cinnamon apple.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do cherry? Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Can you do peach? Yep. Can you do pineapple, I guess? Yep. Whatever flavors you like. Remember, this isn't the right way. This isn't the way you should do it. This is how I cook. So, that was a heaping tablespoon, so I'm only going to do, or teaspoon, so I'm only going to do 1. What I'm using is rolls. These are rolls that you get at the supermarket. I have 5 of them. They were left over in the freezer, and I earmarked them for this recipe because it'll be really easy to put the cream cheese and the apple in there, close it up, and then put the custard on top. A knife for you and a knife for me.
Nice.
And what Molly and I are going to do is, this is softened cream cheese. We are going to open the rolls and spread the cream cheese on both sides. Molly, can you believe a whole year has passed? We started this series in January of 2021,
Wow.
and a whole year has flown by.
Mm-hmm. I can't believe that.
So here is a baking pan. I'm going to do this. You just keep spreading. Oh, put a little bit more in. Don't be chintzy.
I thought it was fine.
No, it is fine. So this was an 8-ounce block of cream cheese. We're using the full 8 ounces.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. They're all full of cream cheese. So what are we going to do now? I'm actually putting these on the counter so we have more room. Do you want to pour a little apple on there, or do you want to spread?
Spread, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, good enough. Just spread it. Cool.
Is that good?
That's great. So you can see on the roll
It smells cinnamony.
is cream cheese and the apple pie filling. And we're just going to fold it over like that. And we're going to do that 5 times because we have 5 rolls. So here we have our 5 rolls. We put the cream cheese on, and we put the apples in, and we put the tops on. What are we going to do now? We're going to pour the custard. Do you want to pour or do you want me to pour?
I'll pour.
Okay. There's the lip, so you just pour like that.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm going to ask you is just pour on the top. We did not, excellent. We did not push down, hold on, let me turn it so you can get that one too. Tightly the tops yet, because we want the egg, here, get that one. Perfect. We want the egg to get in the middle with the cream cheese and the apple. So it was just loose. Here's what we're going to do now. We're going to put a little saran wrap on it, and that's when we'll push it down. Can you help me? You take that side, I'll take this side. Here we go. Perfect. What we're going to do is we'll push it down and it'll start to soak up the custard. Later on, we're going to put this in the refrigerator now, but later on I'll come back and I'll push it down, and then probably again before we go to bed I'll push it down. This stays in the refrigerator overnight. Tomorrow you're going to see how easy it is to put it in the oven and have a wonderful breakfast.
Yeah.
Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm so happy that you came. You always have a standing invitation to come for your birthday.
Okay.
All right, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow morning, and we'll actually meet Melanie, Molly's mother. Take care.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back. So it's the next day. And before getting into what we're going to do next, let me introduce Melanie, or Mimi, from Phoenixville, PA.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming. This is Molly's mother. So as I said, the French toast has been soaking overnight in the custard. Remember, we have the rolls with the cream cheese and the apple pie filling. Now we're going to just add one last step before putting it in the oven. This is 2 tablespoons of sugar. I'm going to add a little cinnamon. So we're making cinnamon sugar. What we're going to do is we're going to put it on the top of the French toast. And when it bakes, it'll caramelize and it'll be just wonderful. So,
All the way through. The sifter makes it nice and even and quick.
thank you.
You're welcome.
So over here we have a 350-degree oven. We're going to pop this in for 55 minutes. All right, we'll be back with you in a minute, and we'll show you what we're going to be serving to go with the French toast. So what we're going to be serving with the French toast is a form of candied bacon. I've shown you on a past episode how I like to bake my bacon. It doesn't shrink as much, it stays nice and flat. Well, candied bacon, you just take the bacon, sprinkle some brown sugar, and it becomes a candied bacon.
Well, I've not ever made it yet. My son loves candied bacon.
There we go. We're going to do something a little different though. Do you remember on the last episode where we did the ribs?
Did you?
Well, we have some leftover rub. So what we're going to do is, rather than just brown sugar, we're going to sprinkle the rub on the bacon. If you want to find the recipe for the rub, watch the last episode, the one with ribs, and you'll see what it is. Can you cut the bacon in half?
I sure would. Now, why do you cut the bacon in half, Steve?
It just makes it more manageable. If you have long pieces of bacon, squeezing it onto a baking sheet, sometimes it's difficult. This way you can maneuver.
That is much easier. Now, sometimes I will even use frozen bacon because I particularly don't like how sometimes bacon feels. So if I freeze it, I can manage it a little bit easier.
Wait, so let's talk about that a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
So it's frozen.
Yep.
Do you cook it from frozen?
Yep.
And it just thaws and then bakes.
Yep.
I never thought of that. I don't know if any of you had, but that's a great idea as well. Because there have been times when I thought, ooh, bacon would be good with this, but I have the bacon in the freezer. I'm like, it's frozen, so I don't use it. What you're saying is, use it.
Yeah, use it.
Great.
And it'll be easier to cut and easier to manage and maneuver.
Perfect. All right, well, I put this in the sink. Why don't you shake the rub?
Are we going light, medium?
This is how I cook. So how would you cook? That's what you
I would probably go medium.
Okay. So again, the rub, this isn't the whole recipe. It's brown sugar and garlic and onion and salt and pepper.
Smells divine.
Now we're going to put it into the same 350-degree oven. We'll check this after 20 minutes, see if it needs a little bit more. But we'll be back.
So is that when you put the brown sugar on?
No, the brown sugar's in here.
Oh, so this is all ready to go candy.
This all ready to go candy.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And easy.
Yes, it's a little brown sugar with some kick. All right, see you in a little.
Genius.
Welcome back. So it's been around 20-25 minutes. I've checked the bacon and it's ready to come in.
Now, how do you know when it's ready? That it's ready?
Well, this is a personal preference. Whether you want crispy, which some of these are crispy, or not crispy, which some of these are. So it's just using your eye. Now, the last time I taught people how to bake, this is important. Bacon in the oven, you must move it almost immediately on the sheet. If you do not, it will be glued to the sheet forever. So let's move it around. Doesn't that smell great?
It smells awesome. Thank you. Would you like to share this, or are you going to have your own piece?
I know. So apparently I'll have my own piece, everybody. And I'll get...
Oh.
Are you good?
That is so good. It has a little bit of saltiness, along with the seasoning, and then some of the candy.
Delicious.
And I'm more of a crispy bacon person.
So the French toast casserole has around 25-30 more minutes. We'll see you when it's ready. Okay, so it's about an hour later. It's actually an hour and 15 minutes later. I checked the casserole after an hour and it was done. Took it out, and you need to let it sit for like 15 minutes. When it came out, the custard was still bubbling and all. It was far too liquidy. So you have to let it sit so everything sort of firms up a little. What do you think?
I think it looks fantastic.
So, let's cut it and see. So you can see, when we prepped it, the rolls had not filled the entire pan. But now, with the custard, they expanded. All good.
Nice crispy crunch from here.
And the smell, the cinnamon, the apple. Let's look.
Ooh. See the apple layer, cream cheese layer.
That smells so good. So, with the French toast, we'll put a few slices of our bacon around. And there you have it. You can prep it on Christmas Eve, pop it in the oven Christmas morning.
The kids open their presents.
Perfect. And then after everybody has had their presents, sit down and have a wonderful Christmas meal. I want to thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
And Molly, we want to thank her for coming.
Thank you, Molly.
Thank you, Molly. And this is our last episode of 2021. We want to wish you all Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, whatever you celebrate. Happy Kwanzaa. Whatever you celebrate, we support. Okay, love you all and see you in 2022. Bye.